G'day viewers, welcome back AZ.
Hello viewers, here you go, and thanks for letting me back on. I was sick, and now I'm back. It was really nice, and Angry's back from England.
Yeah, he was sick, I was away, now we're both here. Look, we want to talk about vilification.
Oh, we want to talk about vilification so much that my 18C's jumping all over my 18D and ripping out a new one.
Yeah, see, if you've been in Australia in the last week, you'll have seen a lot of talk about the Racial Vilification Act, particularly Clause 18C, which says that you're not allowed to do things that might insult, offend, intimidate, or something else. But basically,
you can't even call them niggers or nothing.
Apparently not. Now, Corey Bernardi, who we have frequently cited as basically the worst person in the federal parliament, and that's no small call.
He needs a sexual behaviour named after him.
Yes, well, no, I don't even want to get into what a Bernardi would be. That would just be unpleasant. But he got some backbenchers and some independents to say, hey, we think you should take the words insult and offend out of it. I mean, look, speaking as people who insult and offend on a daily basis, that doesn't sound that bad, does it?
That sounds a bit okay, because we do insult and offend quite a few people on a regular basis. I mean, your Bernards, he insults and offends. Just
by breathing. By breathing.
But we insult and offend in a written, crafted kind of way. We get an envelope. Here's one.
Yeah, we're professionals. We write stuff on the back of an envelope.
We write stuff on the back of an envelope in point form, and then we go, blah, 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 insult, blah, 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 offend, blah, 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 penis joke.
Yeah. While on the surface you might think, you should be allowed to insult and offend people. You shouldn't get in trouble for it. That sounds legitimate until you look at the fact no one does get in trouble for that.
They never have gotten in trouble for it. It can't cite a case. We can't find a case where someone's gotten done for racial vilification in a fair dinkum kind of way. There was one very famous case.
Yes.
But it actually wasn't vilification that he got done for.
See, what these people who are saying they want to change 18C are being disingenuous about, or let's just say they're being lying fucking hypocrites about, there's an 18D which says, okay, 18C says what you can't do, 18D says the contexts in which you can do it. Namely, if you're telling the truth, it doesn't matter if someone was insulted or offended, and there are artistic grounds for doing it, and basically if you do it in good faith, you do it. But people sometimes like to say, oh, poor Andrew Bolt was pinged under 18C. You know why? Because 18D didn't protect him because the columns in question weren't telling the truth.
He lied.
And that's what the judge went to great pains to say, you're not getting pinged because you're mean, you're getting pinged because you printed stuff that you knew to be untrue.
He lied.
And there is a case going on with some Queensland uni students that may or may not get to trial and judgment that people are holding up. And look, even if that resulted, let's for argument's sake say that resulted in a finding that even we thought was bad and you could say was a misuse of 18C, one case? Really? One case of a law being badly applied? If that was the basis for repealing laws, we would not have any laws.
I like punching bike cyclists in the face.
Okay.
I'm going somewhere, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So basically, if you haven't got a helmet on, I tend to punch them in the face. If they're on the footpath, I tend to get a punch in the face. If they're not as fast as me, punch in the face, right? And I basically can claim that it's a misapplication of the helmet wearing laws. If they're not wearing a helmet correctly, then I can punch him in the face. Now, that's a bad application of law. There's nowhere that we've found that there isn't a bad application of law, but we can't find any for 18C.
Yeah.
That's pretty dodgy.
Yeah, and that's when you start to think, well, okay, why are these people trying to weaken a law designed to protect basically the people who have no authority and strength? Why are people with the most power trying to undermine a law that's designed to protect the people with the least power? Well, I think it becomes clear when you look at it, they don't like the idea of the underclass having any recourse for when the overclass stomps on their fucking faces.
And who would really? I mean, I have Indigenous in my background. Yes, I do. But I don't say that out loud because I was born looking like a white man. And if you're born looking like a white man, you're officially the most dangerous, richest and most scary thing on earth. We've damaged more in the last 100 years than several billion years put together. We showed them. And that's fat white men, ladies and gentlemen. Fat white men who are richer than most people. And I like Burn Rich Angry. I like it. I like it. I tend not to vilify those beneath me. But the idea that there is a beneath has been fed to us in this land of the free for a lot since we were little and we had, houseboys.
Yeah. So, look, if you consider yourself a reasonable person and you see these arguments about the Racial Vilification Act, specifically Clause 18C, and you think, yeah, that shouldn't be there, that maybe
I've got
don't
a
swallow
right
it.
to an opinion.
Yeah. And just, the thing is, if this was a bad law that was infringing free speech, there would be dozens and dozens of cases where you could point to, see, that's bad. So maybe on the grand scale of things, when we have laws that says the government can jail you if they don't like things you said, you don't have to have done anything, you just have to have said something they don't like. Maybe protections
right to my
aren't that bad.
opinions. I've got a right to my opinions. No, actually, you've got a right to the responsibility of your opinions.
Yeah.
There's a slight difference there, but some that you might want to take into account. When you start shouting your head off in the middle of a shopping mall and vilifying people left and right, you do tend to be responsible for the things you say to the same level as you're responsible for the things you say at the head of a family table. And haven't we heard some doozies around there? Yes, we have. Yes, who should be jailed or shot or pulled on an island? Just ask my relatives.
So, yeah, in short, if somebody says they want to get rid of 18C under free speech grounds, but they've got no problems with all the other government laws that actually really harshly limit free speech, maybe there's something going on beyond that. And maybe it's just that they just don't like the people that this is designed to protect.